hard to see anything with just your eyes. Yeah, cut it off. Looks like this. And of course you had these, so I had to put 13 or 12, I think it was 12 behind it. So I'm just gonna clean it, and I think I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna try to straighten it out with some 2x4 or something like that. We'll try at least. I don't really know how I will do it. Preparing it for eventually we'll paint it. Using 180 paper to rug it up, and so the paint will stick, and of course remove most of the rust. This ain't no beauty contest. It would just stop most of the rust. That's the main purpose. Then the rim is still bent, so I won't do much extra work on it. That I have to do. It's time to paint it. The paint was better on this side. Yeah, clean it with acetone and paint it. So it's been painted with rust protection all around, and now I'm gonna paint it with some white. I bought it on Biltema. It's a matte color. It's a bit hard to get it cover everything. Have to do it a couple of times, I think. I don't want to put too much on it either. Just keep the excess off. Yeah, and then do the other side. We got one layer of the Urethane Alkyde paint, and now I'm gonna wind it down, sand it down a bit. You can feel some hardness here and there, some spots. You see here, we got a lot of spots. So clean that up a bit, and then we go for a second layer. So it has been dried for about 40 hours or something like that. So I think it's beginning to get solid and dried. But yeah, I'll just sand it down a bit. Don't have to film it. Yeah, so this never ends, seems. Been doing a poor job. You can sort of peel this off. More worse than I thought. If I had a sandblaster, I would do it, but then I would need to remove the tire, and that's a hassle also, so. I've grinded it down a bit more. It never ends. So it's shiny metal here, really nice. And yeah, I shouldn't take my fingers on it, but I'll do it anyway just to show you. Show you. So we got clean metal all around here. Yeah, I don't have the patience to do any more, so I'm gonna start putting some rust stuff again. This is what I'm gonna do. It's zinc paint, rust protection color with zinc, and then put the urethane alkyde enamel on top of it, which I believe is water based, and the rust up is oil based, and that is why when I put the gray on the white, it doesn't work, since it is oil on water. Painted it with the rust stuff, and again we can see that it's cracking up here. Hope you can see it. Got cracks here. So it definitely doesn't like to be put on top of the urethane alkyde, this gray one. So I'm gonna grind this, sand this one down, and then also gonna put a bit sand on this, so the next color will attach. So I'll grind this down a bit and see how it goes. Using 180 paper, remove the dust. So far no cracks. This is good paint that works on most other paint so far if you just sand it. First layer again, let it dry, and maybe sand it again, and then do another layer, and so on. The process, you should only use sort of one stroke like this, then be happy with it. But you have to use the right amounts of paint, of course. But the strokes usually becomes best if you just use them one or twice. So I'm gonna paint this all now, and probably have to do another layer too, so that's 3 layers. But I don't think I'm gonna grind it down that time. So we'll see if it sucks. Yeah, this is how it turns out. Yeah, this is after.
I can't look you in the face. I don't